Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are going to take you on a tour of the Carnival Pride that you will not forget. All right, we're starting this off a little bit differently than we normally do. We're starting on deck 10 on this panoramic elevator. I just want to give you an overview of the stunning decor of this ship. I mean, just take a look at this. You've got this Renaissance Michelangelo themed giant painting, giant mural that you can enjoy every time you come up and down this elevator. It is absolutely mind-blowing. The decor on this ship will totally blow you away. I couldn't recommend it more. It's an older ship, but really has a lot of charm to it. You'll absolutely love it. If you get a chance, I hope you get to get on the Carnival Pride. All right, now we are on deck 2. We're going to come around the corner here, and you are going to see some folks cutting a rug, so to speak, doing a little dance. This is one of the dance classes going on the ship. I thought it'd be an interesting thing to film. Do you guys dance when you get onto cruise ships? Do you take the dance classes? You know, I don't dance very well. I should take some of those dance classes. Maybe I will on my next cruise. All right, we're now going into Bonsai Sushi. So I've been on several Carnival cruises and I had never tried Bonsai Sushi until this cruise. It is phenomenal. It's a little bit pricey, you know, but it is absolutely phenomenal. It did not disappoint. Look at that friendly staff. Those guys were great. They were always smiling. You can really tell I think a lot of them have been on the ship for a long time. Everything runs pretty flawlessly. Look at the decorations in here. It just makes you feel comfortable. That is called the Ship for Two. If you like sushi, I'm serious. You've got to try this place. It was really some of the best sushi I've ever had in my life. I couldn't recommend it more. Next time I'm on a Carnival ship, I will be having the sushi again. It is so good. All right, back to the atrium area here, the Renaissance Bar, they call it. This is a really cool place. Once again, the decor just makes you feel like you're in a different world. Very fun. All right, this is Carnival Adventures. This is where you're going to book some shore excursions if you didn't do that before you got on the ship. And here is Dreams Photography. There's actually a few photography places around the ship to get your picture taken. And of course, we got to stop by Guest Services. This is where you can take care of any needs that you have with your billing, any needs that come up about your cruise as you go. Very friendly staff right there, always happy to help. Okay, as we come around the corner right here, we are going to come into the Taj Mahal Theater. You can see there's an entrance to the Butterflies Theater right there, which we will check out in a little while. That's kind of the smaller theater. The Taj Mahal is the bigger theater, the main theater on the ship. And as we come through here, you're going to see that just like everywhere else on the ship, the decor is just overwhelming. It's just so much. I mean, it's eye candy everywhere you look. There's patterns and designs. Just things to soak in. It's really, really impressive. All right, I was feeling bold this day apparently, so look at those elephants. I walked around the perimeter here, actually went down to the stage and then walked back up so you guys can get a really good feel of what it was like there on the main floor in the Taj Mahal Theater. Really great place to catch. Those leopard print benches right there were really cool. And we're making our way out. I think we'll be back there in a little bit here, seeing it from a higher level. All right, we're gonna jump into the Carnival Adventures shop right here. This is where you can get Carnival branded everything. You can get Carnival branded water bottles, hats, t-shirts, possibly breakfast cereal. I'm just kidding. I don't think they have breakfast cereal, but they have a lot of Carnival branded options here. And why not? Carnival's a great cruise company. Why not sport that Carnival logo on something to let everybody know Carnival's the way to go? My wife found that I don't know, it's not a teddy bear, it's like a platypus. I don't know exactly what that is, but I should have bought her one because she clearly liked it. My bad. Next time I need to pick you up one of those, Emily. That is a guy that was like, hey, do you guys have a YouTube channel? We're like, yeah, check it out. So, hey man, if you are seeing this, you made it in, man. You are famous. You made it in the video. This is the Piazza Cafe area. Popular area on the ship, lots of comfortable places to sit, and that cafe right there that made a mean cup of hot chocolate. They had a bunch of sweets right here. You had to pay for these, but if you were in the mood for a giant pastry, this was the place to come. We had a cookie that they made right here. It was really good, and we also came here for hot chocolate a couple of times. They would like the guy, at least one of the guys would make the hot chocolate. He'd put in the powdered mix, and then he'd go over and he'd put in like 6 squirts of the liquid chocolate stuff, then the milk. It was the chocolatiest and sugariest hot chocolate I've ever had. I also would get the whipped cream. I couldn't drink it all. It was too sweet, but man, it was really good. All right, we're gonna jump in here to the famous RedFrog Pub. We filmed here during a trivia competition, so I like to film these places when there's actually people in here, so you can actually see what it's like on the ship when things are actually happening. Hopefully we didn't interrupt these people's fun. It doesn't look like they're all intently trying to figure out that trivia. Do you guys do trivia when you get onto cruise ships? I do a little bit. Trivia's fun. Okay, here is obviously some foosball. They had a dartboard here, which was a big disappointment to me because it was broken and I never got to play darts. They had Connect 4 there, cornhole, indoor cornhole on the floor right there, and then Emily wanted you guys all to see this strange ring hook game where you had to try to hook the ring on the hooks on the bottom there. It was like impossible. It was pretty much not going to happen. I wanted to give you guys a live action shot of the shuffleboard. Emily and I did play a game of that, and I believe I came out victorious. Here you can see the hosts of the trivia tournament throwing the questions out there at the audience. Yeah, the RedFrog Pub is actually a pretty good vibe. I liked the place. Didn't spend a ton of time there on this particular cruise, but it's a fun spot. Look at that gorgeous painting. All right, and when we come around the corner right here, we are coming into the Heroes Tribute Bar. This bar is dedicated to U.S. servicemen and servicewomen, thanking them for their service, which I think is a wonderful thing. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm guessing that maybe you get some VIP treatment if you are a service person and you come to this bar. Got sports on 3 different giant TVs there. You've got sports scores going on. In a second here, you'll see here's the big mural dedicated to the servicemen and women. Really cool vibe in this bar. Great place. It's connected to the casino. This is actually the bar that you go to if you want to get a drink while you're in the casino. The casino doesn't have a dedicated bar to itself. And speaking of the casino, we are going to make our way through and see all these folks hopefully winning a fortune on these slot machines as we walk through. Looks like they're having a good time. It's a pretty big size casino, lots of different games to choose from. Table games, card games, slot machines, all that kind of stuff if you like to gamble. We unfortunately have a kid walking through the casino. You know, I guess if you're just walking through, you got to get from one place to another, but in my humble opinion, a casino is no place for a kid. All right, we are warping over to the other side of the ship, skipping back over the atrium. And now down this hallway, we are going to come to the Alchemy Bar. This whole area right here was a really sophisticated area on the ship. It was a really nice place to come and sit in the daytime and just get some peace. It was sunny over here, just had some light music. And you've got the Alchemy Bar right there. Kind of a snobby bar. I walked up and tried to get a ginger ale, and they said, "Sir, we don't serve ginger ale at this bar. You'll have to go to the other bar for that." They only have the fancy drinks at the Alchemy Bar, apparently. You know, that's all good. I just got a bottle of water instead. It's a cool area. It's a nice area to come and sit. There's great views of the ocean over there. The decor is really nice, and the seats are really comfortable. There's a couple of couches that you'll see in a second here. They were especially comfortable. Okay, this room is a bit of a mystery to me. This is the Captain's Club Rest Annex. I don't know exactly how you get access to this place. I'm guessing that this is where maybe officers eat, or you can come and have a meal with the officers. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's a special place that's kind of sectioned off for VIP meals. And we are coming up to Beauties Nightclub right here. This place was weird, kind of. It had a weird vibe to it. The cruise that we were on this ship wasn't really a party cruise. It was a Greenland, Canada cruise. So we kind of had an older crowd on the ship. Wasn't really a party vibe. So I came in here one night just to get a bottle of water. There was only a couple of people in here. Just had a strange vibe to it. And like the decor in here, it's definitely interesting, but they have those like half body things. No head, no legs. Just kind of a weird vibe. I guess I could see it being a great place to party, you know, if you're kind of on a Caribbean cruise or something like that. But just a little bit of a strangeness to it, you know, to each their own. All right, and we are going to shoot up here to the Normandie Restuarant. I got to tell you guys, I love everything about this restaurant. The staff here, the decor, the beauty of this place. It is magnificent. Look at the tables. They look like they're flowers that are opening when you look at them kind of from a distance. Everything here is just perfect down to the detail. Very clean. The food was really pretty good for the most part. The etchings on the glass was fabulous. Like, if you wanted to have dinner and it was just me and my wife, and if you were seated next to another couple across that glass, you still had some privacy. It was really a great layout for a main dining room. We thought it was one of the best we've been on any of the ships we've been on. All right, we are going to move it into the Butterflies Lounge. This place is a treat. The decor in this room is one of my favorites on any ship I've been on. I think this is what you would maybe call Art Deco. I don't know, the shape of the benches that they have there, the really intimate setting, the low ceilings with the butterfly designs with the lights on top. I don't know, they just kind of nailed it with the decor in this room. It was a really fun place to catch shows. You know, there's the Taj Mahal as the main theater, and then the Butterflies Lounge here is the smaller theater. I actually have to say I liked both of the venues, but I think I liked this one the best. The decor is just beautiful. The carpet, the whole thing is just a surreal place to spend some time. It's a really cool environment. Of course, it has its own bar here when bigger shows are going on. I think right now the audience is waiting for a part of the lecture series that we had on the ship. And this is really cool. So it's called the Butterflies Lounge, obviously. They have these enclosures, they have these glass enclosures with these real butterflies frozen in time that you can take a look at. It's absolutely stunning, and I would recommend just spending a little bit of time taking a look at the beautiful, beautiful butterflies. All right, this is actually floor 1. The only thing really on floor 1, besides cabins, is the chef's table. The door was actually slightly ajar, so we snuck in. I've never been in a chef table's room before. We just wanted to kind of show you guys the sign, but here it is, the chef's table. I don't think we were supposed to be in here, but since the opportunity arose, I've never seen inside the chef's table room before. I was pretty blown away. Looks like a really VIP experience. Looks like a really cool place to have dinner. Super fancy and yeah, just kind of fun to get a sneak peek of the chef's table. Have any of you watching this ever eaten at the chef's table? If so, tell me about it in the comments. Hey, just want to let you guys know there is laundry on the Carnival Pride. This is the laundry room on deck 2. Just wanted to let you guys know that was something that was important to us, especially on a 14-day cruise. There you go. All right, on to the Atlantic deck, deck number 3. Right off the bat, we're going to start off in the Raphael Lounge. Raphael Lounge has its own bar, and on our particular cruise, it was taken over by the puzzle people. These folks were so into the puzzles. The entire cruise, and this was a 14-day cruise, they were in here like night and day working these huge, like thousands of piece puzzles, and they were intense. Never seen a cruise where the puzzle people were so intense. I loved it. You know, this is what they love about cruising, so why not do it? It seemed like they were having a great time. Another thing is you see the library back there. Once again, libraries on cruise ships generally, in my experience, are kind of ignored. Within the first few hours of this cruise, all the books, pretty much all the books in the library were wiped out. Definitely a unique cruise situation. It was really cool. I really enjoyed this cruise. It's just a different crowd than what I'm used to cruising with. And I do want to mention that behind us is the Raphael conference room. It was closed when we did the ship tour here. It's a room where they had the art, like paintings that you could purchase on the ship. All right, and as we head down this hallway, we are going to be entering the photo studio area. It actually surrounds the whole outside of the atrium in this section of the ship. In this area, they've got like picture frames, lanyards, and accessories that you can purchase. Coming up here, they have all those beautiful smiles on all those beautiful pictures from ports and around the ship that you can find yourself on and purchase if you like them. Here's a really nice overview. Here's a really nice overview from above of the Renaissance atrium area, the Renaissance bar there. All right, a couple of cool facts about the Carnival Pride. The guest capacity, it's not the biggest ship, is 2,680 people. It fits 910 team members and has 1,062 staterooms. "12 guest decks, and it is a Spirit class ship." All right, we are moving into the flash sale area right here. Look at these women. These women are into buying that stuff. They are hopefully getting a good deal. Here is the gold and silver chains where I think you can get like necklaces and bracelets made. And we are about to move into the fun shops. Gonna speed it up just a little bit here until we actually make our way into the first shop. And that is gonna be Hip Fish Accessories. Check it out right off the bat. We've got some beautiful purses. Not really what I shop for, but I'm guessing there's a lot of people that love shopping for purses. This area has lots of jewelry, shiny things, beautiful things to wear, accessories to wear, and expensive watches. Hopefully some good deals on expensive watches. Do you guys make big purchases when you are on cruise ships? It's not something that I have done before. Maybe I should look into it. Maybe there's really good deals to be had. I really don't know because I've never kind of gotten on a cruise ship wanting to shop for something expensive, like, you know, a watch or some jewelry or something like that. But obviously there's a lot of people that really get into it and really enjoy it. So yeah, if it's your thing, cruise ship's got you covered. And over here we have like the beauty section with makeup and perfume, all kinds of fun stuff for the ladies. And let's see what store is next in line. All right, this is a store that has like teddy bears and toys for the kids, lanyards. It's not so much just Carnival branded stuff, but t-shirts and accessories, flip-flops. All right, and here we are entering the duty-free area. You can get yourself some Pringles here. It's a place to take care of all your vices. You can get yourself a carton of cigarettes and some alcoholic beverages, all that fun stuff. The alcoholic beverages you can't take back to your stateroom. You actually have to purchase that and then pick it up when you get off the ship. But apparently you don't pay taxes on it, so you can get a good deal. They had a really big selection of alcoholic beverages. Got all these whiskeys back here that are kind of in the higher price range. So I don't really know my whiskey prices that well, but maybe you guys can see, is this a good deal? Do you get really good deals in the duty-free store on the cruise lines? I've never really actually taken advantage of that, but apparently a lot of people do because they have these stores on all the ships. And here we go into a different kind of ice, the sugar vice. This is the cherry on top. Look at all that candy. Look at all that candy. I bet that is so tasty. You know, the older I get, the less I can tolerate candy, but I kind of miss it. Man, I bet those Red Hots right there are really tasty. And we've got a nice flower display and champagne for maybe a romantic evening in your stateroom. The cherry on top is always a cool store to stop in at. You know, the Carnival Cruise has this Dr. Seuss theme these days. You can see over there they had the Grinch and they had the Cat in the Hat. Here is the area that you can find on all cruise ships where they have little plaques that show all the different ports that the ship has been to before. All right, and we are entering the Via Vento Upper Promenade area. You're gonna see off to the left here, you can kind of sneak into a little kind of hidden passage here that brings you into the Ivory Bar. Another place on the ship that has a really cool ambiance, live piano and just a comfortable place to come and spend an evening. And as you leave the piano bar, you come to this atrium that's kind of hidden in a back hallway. You've got these beautiful statues, this double staircase that goes down to the Piazza Cafe we just saw a little bit ago. Just kind of a nice touch of this little hidden area on the ship. This is the warehouse, the video game area for the kids on the ship and maybe some adults. I don't spend a lot of time in here. I kind of speed through here, but I know there's at least some people that watch this video that want to see what kind of games they have in here, so I gotta show you really quick. All right, and we're gonna head down this hallway and we are gonna end up on the next level up in the Taj Mahal Theater. And just briefly, I'm gonna bring you guys into the Taj Mahal so you can see it from the next level up. There's actually one more level to show you even after this one in just a little while here. Looks like they got a game of bingo going on at this point, but once again, you can see just the beauty of this Taj Mahal Theater where you can come and play bingo or watch a show in the evening. Hey, do you guys look for cruise ducks when you're on cruises? We found one right here. Check this out. There he is. Do you see it? All right, so we are going to head out of the Taj Mahal Theater into my favorite area on the entire Carnival Pride cruise ship. The decor in this area really just kind of sets an environment that I absolutely love, a really unique environment. They have these sun sculptures all around, the colors of the chairs, like the yellow colors of the chairs, how all the colors coordinate together just really creates a relaxing and happy and peaceful environment. They do pipe some music into the area, so it's not perfectly quiet, but it's not bad. You can sit down, you can relax, and generally it's not very crowded back here. So when you need a break from kind of all the people on the ship, the crowded buffet or whatever, and you just want to have a little bit of peace, maybe watch the ocean for a while, but you don't want to be in your stateroom, the Sunset Garden here is the perfect place to come and just chill out and enjoy the environment and the atmosphere, really what cruising is all about. All right, and we are going to cruise up the staircase really quick. I'm going to kind of speed through this because it's not that exciting. This is the Cove and the Sea Club area, which is the kids and teen areas of the ship. There were hardly any kids on this cruise, so these were pretty much just empty rooms right here. But if you do sail on the Carnival Pride and you have kids with you, this is where you're going to want to bring them for the kids' activities. All right, and we're just going to finish our walk through the Sunset Garden area. Check out how beautiful this place is. It is so cool, so unique. You do need to see it in real life, though. So I hope you get a chance to get on the Carnival Pride. That's it for Deck 3. All right, I spoke too soon there. We're actually going to go outside onto the promenade deck of Deck 3, just show you a little bit of what this looks like. It was a great place to go take a walk, soak in the views of the ocean. Just a really, really gorgeous place. Any promenade deck on any cruise ship is going to be beautiful, and this one is no exception. Just a really nice place where it's generally not crowded. You can find some peace, and you can really enjoy the ocean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Finally, we are headed to the Lido deck on the Pride. This is Deck 9, and everybody loves the Lido deck, right? You've got the food, you've got the pools, you got the atmosphere. Just a great place to be on a cruise ship, obviously. So we're going to start off. I really like the layout of the Lido deck on the Pride. You can see as you walk off the elevators, you go right into a beverage station right here. So if you want, you can just grab yourself something to drink, bring it to a table, and then go up and find some food that you want. Right here in the center console is actually the dessert station. Sometimes they'd have it all with desserts, sometimes some fruit like you saw right there. And right over here on the right-hand side, this is the deli on the Pride. Now, the deli on other Carnival ships I've been on sometimes isn't as popular, and frankly, sometimes isn't as good, but the deli restaurant on the Pride was awesome. There was always a long line. It's because the sandwiches were made really well. The chefs there, the people that prepared your sandwiches, were really good at their job. They were also really friendly. As far as the decor goes, it might not be my favorite buffet we've ever been on, but it's certainly not bad. It's a great place to be. This is Chopsticks Restaurant, a Chinese offering on the Pride. Not every ship you go on is going to have a Chinese food place. I love that. I ate there a lot, actually. And here you can see those panoramic elevators that we started off the tour here with, except for we're on the other side. So you can see kind of where that big mural is there, and there's these, looks like tall buildings with windows. The way that they have that is just a really stunning, gorgeous place. Yeah, we're going to head upstairs to the Farenheit 555 Steakhouse. I've never seen one that was like this. Check out the mural in this restaurant. It's just ridiculously great. It's enormous, and it's got this whole red atmosphere that gets created because of the glass. I don't know, this restaurant just blew me away. It's up this spiral staircase. You get up there, that mural. It actually is kind of an intense environment. It's just so bold, and it really keeps your attention. It would be a great place to sit down and have a steak dinner. Here's the menu. You can pause and see what's on the menu if you want. Yeah, I definitely recommend getting a meal at the Steakhouse on the Pride. All right, that steakhouse is crazy, right? All right, let's get back on track. We're gonna head through the buffet, and in just a second here, we're gonna speed up and kind of cruise through the buffet to get out to the outside area of the Lido deck. And here is the Blue Iguana. Now, I love the Blue Iguana. I love tacos and burritos, some of my favorite foods. I hate to say it, but on the Pride, it was the worst Blue Iguana I've ever experienced. I've been on a bunch of Carnival ships, so, it's too bad. The person that was running the food prep and the food really wasn't good at their job. The food was always really cold. The meat was tasted like it just came out of the refrigerator. The tortillas were stale sometimes. It was disappointing because I love that place. I go there for the breakfast burritos a lot. Do you guys do that? It's a pro tip. Instead of going to the breakfast buffet, go up to the Blue Iguana and get yourself a breakfast burrito. It is really delicious. All right, and you guys can see on the right-hand side here, we are in the semi-covered area of the ship, and this is the Venus pool right here. It's the main pool on the ship. You can see the screen they have back there. Really great place to hang out and swim. Really have nothing to complain about. It's not the biggest cruise ship pool, and the Carnival Pride isn't the biggest cruise ship, but it was certainly big enough to swim in. We had a lot of great experiences out here. We were on a cold weather cruise, so you can see it wasn't that sunny out, and it was actually kind of chilly outside, but they heated the pools. They were so nice. They felt like hot tubs. They were so warm. It was awesome. This is the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. Obviously a place you can come and get yourself a drink anytime. Chilling in the pool and you just want to grab a couple of drinks, this is the place to do it. Always got friendly staff there. Okay, and we're moving over to the next section. This is the uncovered pool. Also a heated pool. This is called the Apollo Pool. Obviously a hot tub attached to this one. The pool was almost as hot as the hot tub. It was so cool. I've never been on a cold weather cruise where they had the heated pools. I don't know if that's commonplace or if the Pride is just kind of special, but I loved the heated pool thing. Didn't expect to be swimming a lot on this cruise because it was a Greenland, Canada cruise, and we just knew it was going to be colder weather, but we brought our swimsuits anyway just in case, and I'm glad we did because heated pools are such a cool thing. All right, and then you can see some entertainment right there. Ping pong tables. Nobody's playing right now, obviously, but they got a lot of use. I know I was sitting out here several times and would hear the back and forth of the ping pong ball. Making our way through the elevator bank right here. And we're going to stop by the Cloud9 Spa and Fitness Center. Absolutely beautiful atmosphere here. If you want to get a massage on a cruise ship, I'm sure that this is a wonderful place to do it. I would love to get a massage on a cruise ship. It's just a little bit out of my price range, honestly. You can get specials if you sign up early on the cruise. I just never think of it. But yeah, there's down that hallway there. There's the massage rooms, and I'm sure that they have wonderful massage technicians. Pride has the advantage of the old style elevators, which, in my opinion, absolutely blow away the new style elevators. So yeah, that's a plus right there. And this, of course, is the beauty salon / barbershop. Come in here and get your hair styled, get your hair cut, get some style advice, get some manicures and pedicures, all that kind of fun stuff. And then if you head down this hallway, it actually takes you to the fitness center. I have to admit, I didn't spend a lot of time in the gymnasium here. I slacked off a little bit. I did walk a lot, though. I like walking on the outside of the ship better than getting on the treadmills myself. But, for the people that do like to get on the treadmills, they've got a lot of them. Obviously, people did use this place. You can see there's plenty of people in the gym taking advantage of it here. It's a really nice gym. They had many stations. Basically, most exercises that you want to do, you're going to be able to do them here and be able to watch the ocean while you do it. It's pretty cool. All right, we've got some more machines up here for exercises, and we're going to start heading out of the gymnasium, though, and we're going to have to run back through the beauty salon area / barber shop. Back through the elevator bank, and we're going to come back out on the Lido deck, and we are going to take a look at the other side of the ship here. Hey, you can see those seats over there way on the left-hand side of the camera right now. Those were just some kind of nice cushioned seats with a good view of the ocean. It's actually where my wife and I watched the second 2024 presidential debates. We were on the cruise when the second debate happened, and that is where we watched. They did not have it on the big screen on the ship. And speaking of that, today is actually the day after the 2024 presidential election. And there's a lot of happy people and a lot of not so happy people out there. But one thing about elections on cruise ships, as well as the debates, they do not show the results of the election in the public areas of the ship. We did just go by the RedFrog Rum Bar, another place to grab a drink on the Lido deck. And right here is the ice cream station, a very popular spot. And my wife and I have a tradition. Emily always likes to get a cone when we're doing these ship tours as we go by the ice cream station. It's kind of a perk for her. And this is actually kind of a fun moment. Emily picks out the swirl right there, and then she kind of loses control of the ice cream. It starts coming out so fast. So we had a little bit of an ice cream emergency right there, but look at her. Look at that quick thinking. Got it into a cup, and beautiful recovery. Now she's gonna give us a quick taste test. Yeah, looks like that's pretty tasty. All right, we're coming up on the famous Guy's Burgers. If you've never been on a Carnival cruise, when you do get on one, you of course are going to try a Guy's Burger. They've got the toppings bar here. They've got pretty much everything except for the kitchen sink you can put on your burger. And they've got a great variety of burgers. They've got like a burger that has an onion ring on it. They've got cheeseburgers, plain hamburgers, double cheeseburgers, you name it. And they're really good burgers. They make them fresh on a regular basis, so you'll definitely get a nice hot burger. It's a great treat when you're on a Carnival cruise. You guys are going to see one of the great features on the Pride. The layout of the buffet is actually really clever and really smart. It's one of my favorite layouts. I will say that it got crowded in the buffet. It maybe needs to be a little bit bigger because there were a couple of times that we couldn't find a table. But the way that they laid out the different stations to get your food was really smart, because then you don't have a really long line that you have to wait in, that everybody has to wait in, because different people are going to want different styles of food. They have the Chinese section, they have the carvery section, they have the deli section. It's kind of cool how they have that laid out. And you're going to see in a little bit here, another really great feature is that they actually have the salad bar in a separate location. It's not on the normal buffet line. It is at a separate location where it is just the salad bar. And it's a very comprehensive salad bar. Enjoyed many salads from the salad bar and enjoyed the fact that I didn't need to wait in line for them forever. This is the other side of that dessert station we saw a little bit ago. You can see some of the awesome cakes there. The Pride, I don't know if this is always the case, but the Pride had the best desserts I've ever had, the best cakes I've ever had on a cruise ship. The coffee bar right here is a popular spot, is only open during breakfast and lunch hours. And of course, right next to the coffee shop, we have Pirate Pizza. One of my least favorite pizzas at sea, but if you're in the mood for a slice, it'll get you by. And as we head out of here, we're gonna come to the Serenity area on the ship. This is where you get your towels for the Serenity area. There are these special yellow towels. All the other towels were white, but the Serenity area towels were yellow. Not sure why, but it was kind of cool. This is my second favorite place on the ship. They didn't pipe music into this area, and sometimes I get tired of the constant music coming from the sound system that's everywhere on the ship. The Serenity area is serene. There is no music being piped in. You can just get some sounds of the ocean, some silence. Nice heated pool right here. This pool is a little bit smaller than the other two that we saw earlier, but also a great place to hang out. You're at the back of the ship right here. You can jump in the hot tub up there and just watch the ocean from the hot tub. Just a really, really cool spot to hang out. Yeah, you can see that they have a bar back here. It was a really great bar, actually. Great bartenders, always friendly. Wasn't usually that crowded. Was not open that often. I'd come out to the Serenity spot pretty often, and I did notice that the hours were kind of weird with the bar. Just wasn't open very often. And here is the salad bar I was telling you guys about. Check this thing out. They had so many options to put on your salad. I've never seen so many options. It was a really comprehensive salad bar. I love that. I love a good salad bar. That is going to be it for the Lido deck on the Carnival Pride. It's a great Lido deck. I hope you guys get to try it out sometime. All right, guys, we're going from deck 9 to deck 10. Just gonna head up this staircase and take in the sights. The first thing you're gonna see is the Yellow Twister water slide. We did not get a chance to go down either of the water slides on the ship. A little bit disappointing. Emily really wanted to. She actually went out one day with her swimsuit on. She was all ready to get on the next water slide, which we'll talk about in a second here, the Thrill water slide. And unfortunately, they were closed at the time she wanted to go down. But this is the Twister. This is the more moderate water slide. And you're going to see right over here is where you finish when you come out the bottom of the water slide. Because this was a cold weather cruise, the water slides weren't getting a lot of business, but they look really fun. And you can see the Green Thunder Thrill water slide. Now, this water slide had some vert on it. You start off and you basically just free fall for a ways. Looks like a fun ride. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to do it, but my wife Emily was. Unfortunately, like I said, she missed her opportunity. Maybe next time we get on the Pride, because I would love to get back on the Pride. Absolutely. There is a nice shot of the Carnival stack. And in just a couple of minutes, we are going to get really up close and personal with that stack. I think on this ship, you can get closer to the stack than any other ship I've been on. It's really, really kind of crazy being like right next to it. You really realize how big those things are. All right, we're going to head inside for a second here, head up these stairs, and we're going to show you guys deck 11 and deck 12. This is deck 12, actually, the top deck of the ship, and it is normally full of the cruise loungers or sun loungers, whatever you want to call them. But because it's a cold weather cruise and it was really windy, you'll see in a second here, they are kind of wrapped up for the time being. But you can just imagine being here, maybe on a Caribbean cruise, a hot weather cruise, chilling out on deck 12, taking in the view, taking in the sun. It's a beautiful place. Okay, this is what I was just talking about. This is going to get us really close to the Carnival Pride stack here, and this really stunning glass display. Now, this glass here, as you'll see in a second, is the top of the Farenheit 555 restaurant, the Steakhouse, where that big mural was. And it's red stained or red tinted glass, so the whole restaurant has this red hue to it. The Steakhouse, just in general, from above, from below, everywhere around it is pretty impressive on this ship. The design of this ship is really, really, really cool. I hope you guys get to get on it sometime. It is a great place to be. All right, and we're gonna speed up for a second here again and get down to deck 11, and we're gonna show you the exit for the thrill water slide, the Green Thunder Thrill Water Slide. There you go. Unfortunately, kind of chilly today, so don't get to see any people actually exiting it. And coming up here on your right-hand side is the waterworks area. You know, it's pretty small. It's a pretty small waterworks area, pretty small area for the kids on the Pride, the splash zone here. But it's a cool design. You can see they have like these buckets that empty big vats of water into lines that, pipes that run around and that end up emptying into other buckets. Like you'll see in a second here, this bucket's gonna dump. That top one just dumped. And so I can see why the kids would have a good time getting wet, watching the water go through the pipes and funnel around to the different buckets and having them dump out. It's kind of cool. I really wanted you guys to see that yellow bucket right there, the top one, the main one, fill up and dump out. It's pretty impressive. It's even more impressive when you can hear it. It's a pretty intense sound, but check this out. I did get it for you. There you go. That would be just heaven if you were a kid, right? Hanging out in the splash zone, getting wet, watching the water move around. All right, we are back on deck 10, kind of zipping through here. This is the walking track on the ship, and we're gonna slow down for a minute and just kind of show you guys the above view of the partially covered section. This is the Venus pool that you see below. Just kind of a cool view. You can see it's just a great place to chill out. Really cool design on this ship. And we will be taking off again in just a moment here and heading to the forward section of the ship. It's really cool to have this full-length walking track on the Pride. I really like walking in the fresh air rather than the treadmills. But speaking of treadmills, we're going to be walking down the hallway here, and we're going to show you another entrance to the fitness area, as well as one of the kids' areas. There it is, Club O2, that's what it's called. Area for the kids. I think they call this the Motion Center, where you can do some spin classes or dance classes. Lots of classes that are held on the ship happen in this room. And as promised, if you open up this door, you come out on the top level of the fitness center. And you remember earlier, we came out on the bottom level of the fitness center that was accessed through the spa. And as we head out of the fitness area here, we're going to end up back on deck 10, and we're going to show you the secret elevator. It is a secret elevator as well as an extremely slow elevator. So we're going to speed up in a second here, but it's a really cool elevator in that it's panoramic, it's outside. So you get on the elevator, you can just take a moment to soak in the view. It's going to take you up to the 11th deck, and of course you can just see the vastness of the ocean all around you. Obviously, one of the great things about being on a cruise ship is the views. All right, and obviously now we have made our way to deck 11, the forward part of the ship, where we have mini golf. That blue one right there, just word to the wise, that is the only full-length putter in the group. So if you're an adult, a tall person, try to get the blue one. And there is where they store the balls. All right, the mini golf course is pretty good, actually, for a cruise ship mini golf. Some pretty good obstacles, some pretty challenging holes here. But the most challenging part, of course, is that the ship is moving and you're never holding still. You just saw the basketball court over there. You know, the basketball court was great. This was a cold weather cruise, so not a lot of people were using it. We got to have as much access to the basketball hoops as we wanted, and we did take some advantage of that. And check out that view, guys. This ship is so great. I really, really hope you're watching this video because you're about to go on a cruise, or in a couple of months you're going on a cruise on the Carnival Pride. You're not going to regret it. It's a really fun ship. Yes, it's one of the older ships in the Carnival fleet, but it has so much charm. In some ways, not in all ways, but in some ways, I like the older ships better than the newer ships in the Carnival fleet. I like the elevators better. A lot of times the crew just knows the ship because they've been on it for so long. Yeah, if you get the chance, get on the Carnival Pride. You won't be disappointed. Hey, and if you liked this tour, make sure to check out this other tour of the Carnival Conquest that we did, which was made around the same time as the Carnival Pride. You will not be disappointed with that either. The Carnival Conquest is also a really, really cool ship with so much style. Yeah, so go ahead and click on this link that you see on the screen right now for the Carnival Conquest tour. See you guys next time.